All right, we're gonna go through a couple of things before we get to the actual game today, but that's just to help you guys, because as a storyteller, of course, I remember everything and do not need anyone to help me recall what has happened. Henry, let's start with what happened last time.
Nothing bad.
To hear Henry tell of it, like nothing happened at all of any importance.
We went to see the Tremere, and Henry was really happy and glad, and he was really wanting to go and see the Tremere. Had a chat with Dowser, said, save yourself if anything goes bad. But it turns out the Tremere love us, and they've offered us Dowser a submarine, some odd weapons.
The Tremere have a submarine. Okay. All
And
right.
free access to the Chantry.
Yes.
For all of us?
He gave us some information.
Did you just get a season pass for us to the Chantry?
His invite was very much Tremere only.
Oh.
Rats.
Can we pretend to be Tremere? Do you have like a guest pass or something?
He told us one of the... We asked him about the cults, and was it him that gave us the name Pandemonium?
I think we already had it, but he gave some more stuff.
Yeah.
What was the name he gave?
Yeah, Pandemonium.
Ah, but yes.
And he told you about the memory loss a bit. And some kind of doomsday cult.
I feel like I missed a lot.
And he wanted to deal with you, and any information about the fog really is what he's interested in, and also collaborating on either manipulating it or getting rid of it.
Finding a way out, and we never said anything at all about anything. And he did mention, by the way, that there's a few things that sort of occurred around about a certain amount of years ago, which coincided with us, which we decided not to mention.
To anyone.
No. Because we didn't want to tell him that was roughly the time that we did what we did. That we don't remember.
And while Henry and Dowser were visiting Dominic, what were Julian and Ella doing?
We were at the club. Because,
Which club?
we were at the Bell Hotel, and the club there. I don't know what the name of the club was. I don't remember that.
That was the Bell.
Oh, okay.
The hotel is the Darkfall Hotel. I think.
Dark.
Something
Okay.
along those
I
lines.
was like, I wrote the Bell down, but I couldn't remember if that was the hotel or the club. So we went to the Bell. There was two inconspicuous individuals, and so one of them was a rando who we didn't know, a guy, and then the lady was a skater girl. I don't know, she's kind of punk, but she was the one who got us into the back room. So that's where we went with Julian, because apparently she was all about Julian, but I'll let Julian talk about how he was all about her.
Julian is in love. He has fallen in love. He has been, presence has overwhelmed him, and now he's in love with Cassandra Bell for the next 6 days.
What did
today.
What did she
Makes
do
sense.
to acquire that love from you?
I think she used some sort of she kissed him, right? She kissed him, and then he was like, ugh.
Like kissed him?
Yes.
Yes.
Or like kissed
That
him?
was it's like the moment he walked in, it's like, oh, hello, it's so good to see you. I just went right in, and then he's just infatuated with her for the next 6 days, because after today, it's a full 7 days, right, with that presence power. So he's and she wants us to acquire property for her. And
he just fell hard, didn't he?
Yes, and
There's a tenant. She doesn't
he is
want to
simping. Yes, and there's the FBI agent is in the club. That's the other guy that was mentioned earlier. But she doesn't. She's like, I tried to use my powers on him, and I couldn't get him to go away. So you guys need to take care of this for me. And I'm like, oh yes, of course, yeah. I'll take care of that, Miss Bell. You know, that kind of thing. So,
Incredible.
Agent
Incredible.
Hemway?
Yeah.
yes, yes.
I think you left at the beginning of her show, being the center of attention,
Everyone was mesmerized.
and you met up with the two other guys in a random place in town, the square, or the plaza, rather.
Yeah. We
And
almost run over.
had a talk. What else happened there? That was where Dowser almost was punished. We're talking about, I think, fey hairs and things like that on in the middle of the street.
Julie and I almost got ran over.
Henry got another phone call. I think this time she's actually spoke to Ella, if I remember correct. Said something about setting up some cameras in front of everyone's havens in exchange for the police badges and or credentials rather. And not spoiling Henry's secret, of course.
And we met Alejandro.
Henry's done nothing wrong.
What's that, Dowser?
We met Alejandro, the Ravnos.
Yeah, you invaded his domain, did not respect his rules or the cameras.
He didn't
And
respect
We went
us.
in and he tried to mess
Guys.
with our heads.
He did mess with my head. and
Self-defense.
I did not grant him.
Henry had a bit of an outburst. Ella said she would shoot him if she had a gun. And
I was intimidating.
Dowser was very threatening in the worst kinds of ways. And Julian was nice as always.
Julian was the good cop in this scenario.
Wow.
But Alejandro, he said he would help you despite everything you had done to him. And the only thing he wants in return is a way out of town. Then he will help you find the hair of a fate.
He's the Ravnos.
Worthless
Of course he wants a
Ravnos
way out.
scum, dude.
He
That's
parties with
very
fairies, apparently.
Ravnos. You know,
I know.
climbing the
Pathetic.
walls.
Yeah.
Oh, and I had a vision of one of the victims apparently being in
The fridge.
the laundromat or a fridge. It was weird.
You saw, I think, 6 different things. And Julian,
Had a vision of the laundromat.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Julian,
Jennifer.
you also had a vision, right? Right at the end.
So, because of Dowser's premonition, Julian went up to that someone was probably going to die at this party tonight, or it seemed like it from what we could see. Just to check, Julian went up to the girl who seemed to be like the most intoxicated out of everybody and did the whole routine, like, "Can I pray for you?" And then saw how she's going to die. And because I think I critted on it, Julian saw 2 possibilities. One was that she would die peacefully in her 90s, and the other one is she would die like 10 years from now in her 20s, being killed by a serial killer in a warehouse that smelled of, like, I think it was like formaldehyde, I think you said.
And bleach.
And bleach. And so he's like, it's like, okay. And so yeah, that's where I think that's where we left off. It was right after we left after that, I believe.
Yeah. Unless anyone has anything to add. Now I'm gonna ask Dahlia, and then you're gonna tell me what you did, and I'm gonna tell you if I think it's okay and reasonable within a couple of hours.
Dahlia explored. Basically, she explored researching more about her own personal thing regarding her ultimate project. So she spent some time alone, thinking and reconnecting with her darker self, and the powers of oblivion, and really getting in touch with her ultimate ambition there. So she kind of spent time with her materials in her room, is what I imagine. She did some studying, is what she did. So yeah.
I think you also mentioned something about hunting feathers, right?
Yes, exactly. But her priority was, of course, also like developing her oblivion powers. So if she could do both of those things at the same time, she would. But otherwise, the priority is the development of the oblivion powers.
Yep, definitely.
Getting in touch with the darkness, all that.
Well, you have found 2 feathers, actually.
Excellent.
Strange thing is they belong to the same person. Or wraith. One is an elderly lady and a candlestick. A bronze candlestick in her living room.
Bronze candlestick.
And
you said, what was the other one?
an elderly lady, probably an ancestor. Or, what's the word I'm looking for? Someone younger in your generation? It's completely blanked my mind.
A descendant?
Yeah, descendant. Thank you.
Yeah.
A descendant of that wraith.
All right.
You have not seen the wraith, but if you have one or the other, or both, you know you can summon it.
So I have a bronze candlestick, and I keep hearing like elderly lady, and I assume that that's not a fetter.
They both are. Both the lady and the candlestick. You have not acquired them, but you know where they are.
The lady, is this a living person, or is...
Yes.
Okay. I didn't realize that living people could be fetters. Okay, all right. I did hear that right. All right.
I think one gives more stains than the other.
Okay, all right. I understand. Got it. Okay. 2 fetters, same person.
Before we go into the initial part of the session, does anyone want to spend experience on anything? Now is the chance. And please just write it in the expenditure channel.
I assume you saw my note there.
I haven't.
And I just adjusted my character sheet for that, so.
Yes.
Yeah. So I took care of the work and everything. That should all be correct.
Alia is back to 1.
Yes.
Anyone else? Ella, you spending anything on anything?
I saw that y'all got like a bunch of experience last time too. Like,
They
did a great job.
They've met the final. They've met every kindred. Or at least you guys have as a group. Some of them have not met.
Achievement unlocked. Yeah.
Any note takers and things, now would be the time. Just out of character things so everyone is up to the same page. I think it would be nice to just name your tasks and your clues around those tasks so far, because you have quite a lot. So I think it would be good for everyone just to figure out, okay, what's actually on the table for the group to do and how far we kind of are. I don't know, Henry, can you name some tasks that the group have? Just so
Henry has to go to the museum at some point.
Yep.
Which won't be any problem, even though it's the prince's domain. He's probably going to be quite fine with him breaking in, as there's something calling him there. I've got to find a load of cults for Devon to get the book. And we've had some bits and bobs from others.
Have a statue, and you have Devon and the book, and that was for
to find the cults.
Find the cults.
And you've got Takahashi, who wants to give us police ID and is currently wanting us to put cameras up over most kindred's havens, or at least the entrances. And we were all discussing how to do this without offending people.
Yep. That is at least 3 tasks. Dahlia, what kind of tasks do you think there is missing here? I know there's the correctional facility at some point.
Yeah. But she's got time to do that. Her trajectory, I guess I want to call it, is one that she can kind of follow along and help others do their thing while she's taking steps towards that. So yeah, I mean, that's like her most important thing, is because Agnes set her on that. So she's keeping that in mind, but kind of playing a support role while moving towards that. I don't think she wants to do that just yet, because of how potentially dangerous it might be. So she's putting together her abilities to handle that, and as soon as she feels comfortable doing that, she will move towards it. But for the time being, she's going to be a team player, and kind of help everybody else do their thing.
Yeah.
That's how I see her doing. She's kind of biding her time and playing a support role.
Julian, I know you have a deal with Mr. Wilborn, Dr. Wilborn, to get the serial killer alive to him. There is also the option of giving the serial killer to Kaya, who would also be very interested. What else? Also, have you put anyone on any kind of task, at least for the group?
I want to get to the bottom of the lake, but that's not smart to do yet. Also into the museum.
Yeah.
And then I know we're gonna go to the middle of the lake to go to the little island.
Yeah.
Fuck around with ghosts at some point.
The correctional facility.
Yes.
All right. Then you have the FBI agent, of course, who should be, well, made to leave town on his own terms without finding anything supernatural.
And
Right,
doing some
nothing to
research
see
into
here.
the fog. And or ways to get out of the town in general.
The fog, also a thing.
I have ideas on how to get out of town, but that's for future.
Then you have the gates. Your memories. You're slowly recovering some memories along the way.
Yeah. It would be nice to get back.
Alright, I've posted a list. If anyone can think of anything else that the group needs to pay attention to at the moment, then either just write it as you think of it or say it. Otherwise, we'll be going into the game. Now, I want to ask you before we jump to willpower and all that. Do you guys want to have a coterie conversation before or after you sleep?
After seems fine.
After?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, you can say first.
Everyone, you need to do a humanity roll. +2. Because of your Haven rating.
Humanity.
It's a difficulty
Humanity.
3.
Humanity.
Can you reroll humanity roll?
Difficulty 3, you said?
Yes.
Ooh.
Should have the most dice, Julian. Oh, yeah.
God damn. I'm human as fuck.
Damn.
Extra.
Dahlia isn't having a problem.
Where is the humanity roll on Roll20?
All the way to the
Bottom right.
bottom.
Bottom right.
And then just add a +2 to the modifier.
She's not having a problem with this.
Dazer, on the other hand.
Can you reroll humanity rolls or nah?
Yeah, you can. It's black dice. You want to
Oh,
willpower?
lovely. Oh, yeah.
All right.
I don't want to.
Use a willpower point. You have still not gotten your willpower back, by the way.
I'll take that.
All right. It seems everyone has no issue waking during the day.
I wouldn't call like willpowering no issue. I feel like Dowser may have had a moment there where he felt his humanity slipping away.
I just wanted to sleep. Oh.
Oh no, I'm just querying why the whole we're waking up during the day. What's the Guardian doing? And
You wake, you feel stiff and sluggish, and that's not just in your body, also your mind. Your humanity or your dice pool can never exceed your humanity. For most people here, it's 5. Others, a bit more. You know there's something wrong. It's your haven. You feel threatened, assaulted even, and you know you're not supposed to be awake right now. You feel the warmth of the winter sun from outside. Thankfully, there's no crevice or crack in the basement where the line can shine through.
I'm upset.
Do we have to rouse?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Guess run out of my room and up the stairs to see what's going on. Or out of my room first, the guardian should know.
Yeah. Do you all meet in the meeting room?
Yeah, because I want to have a word with our guardian. Like, what the?
You standing there?
Okay.
What's going on?
Yeah, WTF? You know, as they say in the parlance of our times.
There are some people singing and throwing with fire. The building is on fire. Julian, I need you to do a willpower check. Make it good.
Oh no. do I get
That's
all my
not
willpower
ominous
back?
at all. Yeah.
I get all my willpower back? Oh,
No,
well, I get
not
up
yet.
to my... Not yet? Okay. So I roll...
Just a willpower roll.
Just willpower, okay.
Yeah.
No mods?
No mods.
It's a 1.
A 1.
Wow.
Alright.
It's a 1, my lord.
Oh, I have to roll.
Well, you don't have to. You're choosing to.
Take pass.
You can be nice.
Be cool.
I play
It's
with
our
open
building?
dice, guys.
It's
No,
our
I leave you. I
building.
leave you animals for 1 session. And our house is on fire.
We were fine before Dahlia was here. Now though.
Yeah.
Not the fish people, obviously.
Oh, fuck's sake.
What is that?
That's fantastic. That's just amazing.
Julian,
Okay.
I need you to do a friendship check, difficulty 3.
Oh my
This
god.
is what happens when you fall in love. Okay. You lose your damn mind.
You're straight. You take 4 aggravated damage.
Wait,
Wow. Wow.
oh man.
Love hurts.
Why?
Are you the fortitude kind of Toreador, or
No. I have
He's
one,
paper tiger Toreador.
I have 1 hit point, 1 health level left.
What happens? You come outside. The tomb or your sanctuary is completely soundproof, almost. But Julian, you have super hearing. You hear the song, a very beautiful song that kind of waves and flows into your heart. And you do not like what it finds. It is this holy, it's this almost exercising you from your vessel. To the rest of you, you see Julian, he starts searing, glowing very bright. He's
Smoke
screaming,
rising.
smoke rising. His flesh does not sear or burn, but it looks like he's being boiled from the inside. He's just blood from every orifice.
He's like writhing, and for the first time, you see his like teeth are like full on fangs, like, and he's like like writhing. The music. He's like, make it stop. He's like going like that the whole time.
I assume you turn your ears off.
So
Yes,
for
yeah.
the audience, right? For the audience, what is causing Julian such pain is that there are carolers outside, just, you know.
I hate Christmas.
His heart grew 2 sizes.
Of course, Julian, you also smell smoke.
Oh,
Julian, darling, what seems to be the problem?
They've come to kill us. They're singing and they're throwing fire. And he's just completely like, ah! Like his pale white eyes, his glasses have fallen off. They're just pure red. Just like, ah!
Turn to the Guardian.
He's smiling.
Little help? What can you do?
He's enjoying it.
Nothing unless they get inside.
And so if someone were to go upstairs and open the doors,
Then you open the doors to the singing. And he looks
And
at
the
Julian
sun.
and smiles.
He's like, ah! Making like little sounds like, ah!
could we not just ask you to go upstairs and open the doors and let them in?
I can't leave the sanctuary. It's in the rules.
Question. Are there windows on the ground floor?
Well, upstairs.
Oh yeah, right.
Dowser, I know that you're at least partially responsible for our whole thing. On a scale of 1 to 10, how fireproof would you say this building is?
The top part is not fireproof. We are safe down here, but
But the top part, not so much.
no. I
Okay.
can try something, but I don't think it will be very successful.
I mean, can you summon your manatee people?
Or just some
No.
water?
More the latter. Yes. I can try.
Because Julian here looks like he's about ready to yeah.
Do the thing that bugs they start curling up when they start dying. He's like, ah!
Yes, exactly.
If only
So-
some of Dowser's mortal servants were still alive, they could help us in this situation, Dahlia.
Exactly. Exactly.
Wait, I have the phone. We have a phone with a number to some shady guy who knows how to operate a phone.
But also,
Okay.
you know, if you want to put out the fire, you will have to open the doors, which could mean death.
I know. Or, wait, do we have any sort of water system down to the basement?
You don't have utilities down here, I'm afraid.
We wouldn't need them really. Yeah.
In this case, we would.
No, agreed. We need to talk about so in the future when we deal with this situation outside right now, afterwards for the future, because I'm always thinking about the future, we need to talk about defense systems, things to deal with,
Yes, but let's
Jehovah's
care about
Witnesses
surviving the day.
outside, because that's what we have right now. We have Jehovah's Witnesses, basically. Yeah.
Do you have a way to deafen me, anyone?
But there is a way, but it won't be pleasant.
I am already going to mangle myself when I get upstairs, so...
How bad can it be, right?
A simple sharp blade into your eardrums would suffice. Try not to heal it.
None of you are able to, force me to be deaf or something?
A knife through your eardrums will do it.
It's not really my field of expertise, deafening people.
What is it that you're trying to do? Because maybe I can make you look or sound better when you do it.
Oh, no, I just need to be deaf so I don't hear whatever fucked with Julian.
Rusty blade.
So I can go upstairs and try to cover the building in water.
You
just
can do this to yourself.
Yeah, is there any reason why you can't do this to yourself? You could just...
Or I can.
You
I
know,
was
like
just
your
asking
own-
if any of you had the qualities. I do not remember.
I know how to remove your hearing without killing you, if that helps.
Thanks. I will already need to cut myself open in order to try and fix the house, so...
Two
Why
birds,
not?
one stone,
Can I attempt to deafen myself?
Yes.
Dear God.
I don't know. Is there with a pencil or anything that's slim enough
I
or
have a
sharp enough?
fishing knife.
That's probably a bit too wide, but you can you can take it.
Henry has a rusty stiletto.
Anyone, if you want to, you can do a medicine roll, and unless Dowser you want to do it to yourself, then you do the medicine roll.
Medicine with what?
Wits, probably.
I know a thing or two about medicine.
This would
It's
be the
closer
first
to
time I've done it.
18th century medicine, but I could.
Well, this is 18th century medicine.
Amputation, but I think you're already thinking about that.
The cougher treatment. Let's go.
I can do that if
I've
you
got
like.
no dots in medicine, so I am clearly the person here who should be doing this.
Right.
I have one.
I can advise Ella here, and we can do a team effort here.
Look, if you want me to compose while we do it, I'm your girl. But
or if you could just stuff my ears with something. If I don't have to.
I'll stuff something into your ear. Come here.
Dahlia, do you have any dots in medicine?
I do. I have one.
You can guide Dowser, and he can add an extra dice. You're kind of looking into his ear canal and making sure he's not adding anything. That
Henry can assist as
more
well.
than he needs to.
Henry has medicine as well. I'm sure that will help.
if you want it to be a gunshot, I've got a specialty in handguns, but that might take more than your eardrum. So just putting it out there.
I'm sure he'll be fine. Sometimes
shooting the gun next to my ears will
Yeah.
remove the hearing. No,
Right.
explosion.
And 2 for 1. Don't have to
Right.
do both sides.
I mean, that would bump me up to 4 dots, 5 dots.
Well, if you want to go that way.
On today's episode, the coterie.
How to mangle a
Wait,
Tremere.
hang on 1 second. Are they still up there before we deafen him? Because if we deafen him and they've already left, then...
Guardian, are there still people outside?
Yes, more arriving.
Right.
How many?
Oh,
More every moment.
yeah. It's quite a large fire.
Is Dowser going to go outside?
No, I just need to go upstairs because we are in the basement.
Okay.
I just need to reduce my hearing.
I'm happy to help.
I'm happy to help too. I'm a team player. And if it means mangling you, then we will do what needs to be done. Henry and I both.
Like I said, I've done this before. I won't kill you. I'll just take your hearing.
Are you
I don't
sure?
trust him.
No, I've said I'm happy to help. I'll even let someone else use the knife, and I'll tell them exactly what the depth is they need to
I
get.
can help, when it involves like cutting people open. I know a thing or two. So
Just one of you do it. I don't care.
Okay.
In up to the first knuckle and twist. That's all you need.
Whoever has dots in that medicine, just roll it and add an extra help.
I just want to say, while this conversation is going on, Julian is like crawling to his bedroom. He's trying to go to his bedroom.
He's doing the spider thing of like curling his legs.
I think the guardian will lift you up and put you on the table.
And he's
Wait,
like,
David, can the guardian
"Don't
do
open the
it?
door. Don't open the door." He's like,
Julian is just basically like this.
he looks so fucked up right now.
He's in the fetal position, just like dying, curled up like a spider. Okay. So what attribute, storyteller, are we talking about here?
Wits and medicine.
Wits. Okay, wits and medicine. So I have 4 dots, 5 with help from Henry. Henry, is that better than or worse or equal to yours?
If it was wits, I'd be on the same pool. So no, it's fine.
Okay.
Remember,
So-
you can't go above your humanity. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. I heard.
My humanity's fine. Dahlia is a sweetheart. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make this roll.
Yes.
We are going to go with wits and medicine, and we're going to add 1 for.
I'm really
Plus-
proud of you, Dozer.
plus Henry, and
you.
we are going to perform surgery.
Don't forget the twist.
2.
That's 2.
Please willpower that.
You. You want a willpower? Dahlia, want to spend some precious willpower on Dowser?
I could be persuaded to spend precious willpower on Dowser.
If you fuck this up, we must all burn.
You carefully might lose his hearing.
Okay. I can only re-roll 2 of those dice because 2 are successes, so I'll do the best I can here.
3.
Okay, that's 1 more. That's 3. It's a fair, decent effort. It's been a little while since I performed hearing surgery, but there you go. Henry's difficult to work with.
Dowser, you take 1 superficial damage.
Oh, lovely. That's better than what I was going to do to myself.
See, you're okay now. We didn't ask him if he could understand sign language afterwards, so I'm sure it's like.
And now you can't hear anything.
Right.
It's kind of weird.
Lovely.
You hear a slight ringing or something, but that's about it.
Okay. I will now go upstairs and try to fix the problem. Go in your rooms. Help Julian.
Henry,
Yes.
before Dowser he goes anywhere, you start to feel a presence, a sort of void, a womanly figure, and a whisper, just let me in. Your beast is aggressive as this woman is talking. It does not want her inside. But I want to ask you the question. Do you want to try to resist or let it in?
Does it feel like a really nice, beneficial, if not holy source?
It's a kind of holy, and
Go
you
fuck yourself.
and you have met her before. It's more unholy.
Oh, unholy. Excellent. In which case, yes, of course, come in. Wipe your feet.
All right.
Apologize. I have been.
What is it with you in possession? That's what I want.
This one's real.
Dowser, I believe I just need a ritual roll from you. Remember, you can't go past 5 dice.
Yeah. Okay. Scary stuff. Wait, 5 dice, you said?
Max.
Then I'll... How many do I have? 4. Yeah, I'll just do -1, so it should be 5. That's 6 dice, fuck's sake. -2. That's 5 dice.
3. You want a willpower?
Sure, I'll willpower that and re-roll 2 of them.
There's a chance for a crit. The good kind.
No, but still 4 successes.
4. Well, you open the door. The first thing you obviously see is the smoke coming in, and you all hear the flames. You do not hear any song. You hear fire trucks, you think, sirens, and of course the burning building. Dowser, what does it look like when you perform this ritual? I know you're trying to manipulate the fog because that's the most water around here, but...
Well, the fog and the snow on the ground, because snow has fallen. And I'd take out the little thing I have my stored ritual in, and I crush it, and it cuts into my hand. And from that, just the blood starts almost looking watery, and then it spreads out, almost like covering the walls. And then the fog and the snow around just suspiciously just start like patting them.
Yes. A small freezing wave forms, going well up the stairs, really, and puts out a lot of the fire. Not all of it, but I think the fire brigade or fire people. What do you call them now in America?
Firemen?
are taking care of the rest. Fire people.
Fire department.
That's the fire people. There's still smoke, there's still sunlight, still like people. I don't think Julian has his ears on, but there are flames, but at least you have extinguished what is on the stair, and small little study / library room where the entrance is to the staircase. Henry, you kind of take the back seat for a moment. This has happened a couple of times in your life, or on life rather, when the beast takes over and you only remember slivers. But this time it's... What?
Let someone else drive for a bit.
This time it's more cohesive. You see everything in front of you through your own eyes. You feel completely present in the moment. There are no lapse in your memory or anything. To the rest of you, you see Henry. He has blood red eyes where these kind of tar-looking things are flowing inside, just like almost like waves or sound waves.
Amazing. That's not creepy at all.
Then Henry starts to walk towards first the cages, then the library, and towards the crypt.
Are we able to stop Henry? I'd like to stop Henry.
Just putting a hand on him?
Yeah. Like, he doesn't look like himself. So, yeah.
He kind of pulls back, almost like he senses you coming from behind. And you hear Henry's voice, but also like an echo of a woman when he speaks. And that says, "Leave me, child. This is for your own good."
Am I speaking with the entity inside?
You are speaking to Ramnortia. She continues walking.
Okay. Well, because I don't understand who this is, and the crypt is kind of off limits, it's kind of a pretty central part of the house, right? Dahlia is going to reassert her physical authority here, and grapple and hold, keep Henry Rinalda, or whoever she is, from continuing on her way. Like, she has to answer Dahlia's questions first before she's able to go any further. So Dahlia is going to grab her.
Right.
And I've got lots of dice for that. so I hope, yeah.
I just want to know what Julian and Ella are doing in all this. Also, is the entrance doing his thing.
Dowser's dealing with the fire. I get that, and he's doing good work. Julian is in pain and curling up like a spider.
He's desperately trying to, where he remembers like the corridor to his bedroom is, he's trying to crawl there because he just wants to cover up his head so he can't hear anything, like put pillows around his head and like hide under the bed. Like he's just it was such a shock to his system that he's just fearful, utterly fearful.
Bella's gonna make the round. She'll see that Julian is the most complicated at the moment, so she'll help usher Julian to the bedroom before making her way upstairs if possible. She's going to usher that in. And she's not going to be the first to put herself on the line where fire is concerned, and or one dot of fortitude. Yeah, that's what she's doing.
Right. Well, you grab on to Henry. It doesn't seem like he's resisting. He's very relaxed. Again, Henry turns his head and speaks in the same kind of double voice. "There's no time to answer your questions.
I just need to know what it is you're doing.
I'm gonna open the gate to the abyss so you can leave." You require a Tear of the Fallen, yes?
We have a demon.
Dahlia, I need you to come with me and open the gate. You're the only one who can do it.
That's true. You're right. What do I get out of this?
Not burning, for starters.
But I feel like Dowser's taking care of our fire problem.
The daylight, people are gonna come in here. Your door is not hidden anymore.
Okay. All right, let's do this. you seem like a reasonable sort, and I'm convinced. So, yeah.
Once we get inside the crypt, only you will speak. Therefore, we will not break multiple of your rules at the same time.
Yes. So how does that work? Because only one of us are allowed in there.
Well, one of us will take the punishment.
No one's allowed to speak in the crypt.
You mean you'll take the punishment?
Or Henry.
Same difference, really. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay. Let's do that then.
Oh, you don't remember. And she kind of touches your forehead really quick. And you remember performing a ritual before, in front of the particular gate. It's... You look at your clothes. 50s, you think?
Yeah. Okay.
And then you come back to it, knowing how to perform this ritual out of nowhere. And you do need, of course, the Tear of a Fallen.
Yeah.
Henry, you feel the pain of 1,000 victims over centuries of feeding. You take 2 stains from the sheer agony of it all. And then you start to cry.
Were they deserving?
It was more from their perspective. So probably not. But most people don't think they deserve death. Henry cries a little tear and wipes it off on his finger. And then gestures towards Dahlia. So you can kind of take the drop.
Yep. She knows what's going on here. Yeah.
He points towards the thing after you.
Mm-hmm. And she's going to
just do an Oblivion kind of roll with your resolve or anything that requires a ceremony. Remember, max 5 dice.
Now, why max 5 dice?
Oh, sorry, you have 6 humanity. 6 dice.
I do have 6 dice, yeah. Yeah, because I'm extra special human.
I thought you were one of the monsters. Sorry, that's my mistake.
Whoops.
Acting like you're better than us.
Wait. Hold on. Now, I can only roll 6 dice?
Yes.
Okay, so I have like more resolve and Oblivion than 6. So what? I guess -1?
Yeah, I guess if that equals to 6.
Yeah, okay. That's a critical.
7.
That's a crit.
Yeah.
5 is more than enough. You open it.
I did a -1.
You rolled 7 dice.
I did a -1 modifier. Do I have an extra on top of that? Oh well. We can always remove one of those failures. I apologize.
It's all right. It's more than enough. You just had difficulty 3, so even I don't know.
That's fine. Just punish Dahlia as well.
Yes. You are conducting the ritual, which means you're speaking.
Yes. Latin, of course.
Sorry. Moment.
We're only breaking 2 rules. Don't worry about
Oh,
it.
you just hear 3 in your mind, and then a shattering pain, kind of like electricity going through your spine. You take 1 willpower damage. Then you
Okay.
start performing the ritual.
Ouch.
Take a stain because you open a gate to hell.
Ouch.
You monster.
I don't feel like that's a problem.
Oh, one of the 4 gates in the crypt is now
I'm
open.
doing it for a good reason.
The archway fills with a purplish void. You think you hear the
Screams of the damned.
no the booms of the tempest.
The booms of the tempest. Okay. Yeah. This is the Oblivion tempest, right? This is the abyssal tempest. Yes. Sounds which I am not altogether unfamiliar with.
Alia, you do that. Julian, you're being put in your room by Ella. Dowser, once you have extinguished your well,
The ritual does last until I do anything else. So if I just stand there, it'll just keep fire away.
yeah. I'm just gonna ask, are you gonna continue to do that or something else?
I'll continue. I'll just stand still.
All right.
A local weather system forms
Henry,
over central
you,
Dusktown.
Gain possession of your limbs again.
Aha!
She leaves your body. You see the stairs down to the crypt where you can hear Dahlia speaking or chanting, really. And then you hear water, and that's about it. The splash of water.
I can't go into the crypt, can I?
Well, not without breaking a rule.
Right. Henry's going to sit down for a minute because that was a lot.
Ella, you come outside. Also is still doing his Superman thing, or a watery Iceman. What are you gonna do?
Can I use my presence on this group?
Outside?
I mean, I just have to see them
Well, to see them, you also have to see the sun
from inside.
from the side, because most of the building is no longer there to cover for the sun.
So, how?
In a totally badass move, Ella emerges from the fog.
Listen, the gears are turning on how I can make this work. I'm there. Yeah, I've got nothing. I physically got nothing. So there's nothing I can do in this.
All right.
I can't go in the sun. I can't go in the fire. So I am all by myself.
Well, Henry and Dahlia went somewhere to the library. Julian is taking a traumatic shower in his room.
I thought we didn't have drainage system.
You don't. It's from his tears.
Yes.
He's having that scene from Train Spotting in his room. He's laying in bed screaming.
Ella, the Guardian, is standing in the middle of the meeting room, useless, and just smiling from ear to ear. Like he's really
just not
enjoying what's
doing
happening.
anything. We are going to have a talk with him because he is absolutely doing nothing for us. So yeah. Afterwards.
I guess I could talk to the Guardian.
Yes, use your Ventru power on him.
So seeing him smiling, she knows that he's already mentioned that he'd want to kill us. And so, if this is just outsourcing, that's, she can respect that, even if it's her own life. But I think she would approach him and ask him, what pleases you the most about the situation right now?
Well, this kind of stress and suffering you're all under right now.
And
Do you need assistance?
Assistance with what?
The chaos, the commotion.
I was under the impression that you could only help from the inside or if they came in. Is that incorrect? Is there something else that you can do that would be useful for us?
Oh, no. I'm sorry, I'm not really useful unless they get inside. It's my bad, mistress. But you made the rules.
So if my rule was for you to go to the door and to call one of them in, you could do so?
Yeah, but the rules cannot be changed without all 6 members agreeing on it.
They agree.
The 6th member is not here, and you have to, do the ritual and remake the tablet, that sort of thing.
When was the last time that was done?
Before you performed the ritual.
How long ago was that?
34 years ago?
34 years ago. A question though, for you, why do I feel like I'm drawn to you even though you are in many ways driving the others mad? It doesn't work on me.
Because I like you.
Compared to the others though, why?
Your heritage.
And where does heritage go if it's burned down within the house?
I will never let anything happen to you, mistress, of course. When they get inside, I will take care of it.
Fair enough. So how much damage are we talking about from the sun if she goes to the door?
I think it's your bane severity per round or something. Something along those lines. And a friendship check, of course.
All right, today's the day we rolled a new character.
Wow.
Back in the crypt, Dahlia, the gate is open. Henry is standing at the top of the stairs.
Amazing.
You gonna walk through?
Yeah.
All right. Henry, from your perspective, it seems Dahlia disappears into war. But you can't see the angle of the gate, so she just disappears.
So the crypt is empty.
Yes.
Yeah, enter the crypt.
Yes, you see one of the arches is open, or at least filled with a purplish void. And you hear the sounds of thunder from just dimly.
Now, what I would do as a player is giggle to myself, haha, Dahlia's now dead. And then let's go back and see if their door's unlocked. Henry, on the other hand, actually cares about them, and so we'll go in after them.
All right. Bowser, you think most of the fire is out. You are being helped by the fire department after all. We also see the sunlight, the rays coming through the burnt wall. Doesn't hit you directly. But you can't go very far up the stairs before it will start to shine on you. You also see Ella approaching you. Do you want to continue?
I can't hear anything. So
You see the sun, and when you turn your head, you see Ella.
if the sun starts approaching me, I'll just back off. But until that happens, I'll just stand there, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't take long before I need you to roll a friendship check. It's a difficulty 3.
Three out of 3.
If you're straight, your beast really wants to go inside, but you cannot force you.
I'll go downstairs.
Go inside.
I'll
Ella,
listen.
do you still walk out as he's coming in?
Probably not, because he's coming back in.
Yeah.
Well,
Then
she'll go in.
slam the doors, I assume.
Mhm.
I can't hear anything, so I'm just walking by.
I think she would guide Gowser.
If you want to do a rouse, you can heal your ears.
I'll wait until we have slept.
Well, It's only you three here at the moment. You don't know that yet, but... where do you want to lead Dowser, Ella?
To the library.
You hear dim sounds of thunder, you think, or drums. You're not quite sure. There's no sign of Henry or Dahlia.
So Dowser's now thinking, okay, everyone went to their room except Ella. We're good.
That's understandable.
All right.
What? Why are we in library, Ella?
I thought that there might be others here.
He can't hear you.
I only have one language. Not sign language. Okay. And there's nobody else here.
No, there's the door into the preparation room where you can hear the drumming sound, thundering sound coming from, but no one else is here.
I think she was motion the direction of the door then.
Well, the crypt is open, and that's where the sound is coming from.
She'd say after you, but he can't hear her, so she would just motion her hand, like, this is the way.
Why are we going in there? There's nothing. There's nothing good in there. I think Dowser will just stay out in the library and sit down and catch his breath.
So at this point, does Ella get that, like, this is, like, you're gonna die from the fire if you don't go in there kind of situation that maybe he doesn't, like, Dowser doesn't understand?
That depends if you trust the Guardian to defend you during daytime, with all the mortals walking around.
I mean, yeah, I do.
Also, doesn't all of our rooms have like special hidden mechanics that only we can enter them?
Yes.
Then I will just stumble over to my room.
I think Ella would go back to her room as well.
All right. Then I'll jump ahead with Henry and Dahlia after we had a break.
And I was hoping we were just gonna have a rest. No such luck.
The party decided to rest, and then everything went to shit.